So I was playing some League of Legends. My friend said, pick Swain. We will win the game. And then he proceeded to pick Vel'Koz. And I was like, okay, that sounds pretty good. But then, this happened. You get to see how awful I am at Swain.
I don't know how I managed. It's so good.
He's so dead. Oh! You didn't do your geometry well enough. Go back to school.
Closer, closer, wait.
Boy, got him, baby!
I don't need geometry. I'm spaghetti. Just automatic, man. It's just automatic. It's so gross. I'm fucking real, bro. Oh, you might be dead. Oh, never mind.
No, that was a good heal.
Boom. Just.
She's done. She used her black shield. Oh.
Now we're just like, oh, we missed our guaranteed kill.
She used black shield! Fucking get him!
Yes.
She used black shield flash in! I got it like crazy. Okay, she's dead.
I don't have my abilities up.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Honestly, I hit that E, it's a guaranteed kill for whoever I'm with.
Yeah.
That was a nice 2v5, 2v4. Yes, I am the best Swain in the world. And then ever since that happened, I was chasing that high, that Swain high. I needed more. However, I wasn't going to force people to pick Vel'Koz, so I just started spamming Swain because I was having a lot of fun doing it. However, I am still the world's worst Swain, so there was a lot of things that I needed to get used to. One of the things that I did figure out is Swain is not as strong in the early game as I thought he was. Or at least not when I'm playing him, because whenever an opponent plays Swain, they can kill me up in like 2 abilities. But when I play Swain, I deal 0 damage even after landing 6 abilities on somebody. So who knows what the difference could be? It might be because they took Electrocute and I took Conqueror. However, I'm not going to talk about that right now. We'll get into that later. What I learned personally when I played Swain is he is actually not that great in the early game, and every time I was super aggressive in the early game, I paid hard for it. And literally 1 death, 2 deaths in the early game, I was donezo. Nothing more I could do. I might as well have been a cannon minion. But when I kind of thought about his abilities, it kind of made a little bit of sense. Because his passive is that Ravenous Lock, the thing that gives throws to jump to you, he is one of those champions with an infinitely scaling passive, which means that usually they're not that strong in the early game. However, I just went by everything that I always saw with Swain, which was be aggressive all the time and deal all the damage. Since I talked about his passive, we might as well just go over the rest of his abilities. His Q is the, I'm trying to think of a good way to say it, it's called Death's Hand, but it's just like that electrocute thing. So like, yeah, you just shoot out electricity from your fingers. I don't know what this really means in the whole grand scheme of his design, but whatever. His W is the Visions of Empire. This is that super, super long range ability that you just throw down, and if the enemy is in it after it's like 3 seconds startup time, then it deals some damage, and you get the crows to come back to you, giving you additional health. His E is the Nevermore because he's just a giant Edgar Allan Poe rip-off, knockoff thing. So you throw out a call, give him the good old scorpion, and then say, get over here, and he gives you a stack of your passives so you get more health. And then last up is his ult, Demonic Ascension. I didn't realize it was called that. It's just Crow. You become the Crow, and you drain everything around you, healing yourself and dealing damage. Honestly, great ability. However, most of the time, just like when an enemy Swain plays them, for some reason my ult doesn't deal any damage, but their ult deals a ton of damage and then heals them for a billion health, whereas mine just kind of gives you incremental advantage. But whatever, and then at the end of it, it blows up, dealing some additional damage based on damage it dealt. Now this is where I might need your help in the comments below, because this is how I built him, and I'm not sure if this is correct, because, I don't know, maybe it's wrong. I went Conquer, because I was just going for that late game, and most of the time, I haven't had great success with any time I build Electrocute. Most of the time, it just doesn't do enough for you. I went Presence of Mind to get that additional mana back whenever you get a kill, because he is mana hungry, especially when you put your ult on. I then went into the cooldown room, the Legend Haste, to get more haste on my abilities. And then last up, I did Last Standing, so you do more additional damage when you're low on health, so hopefully it heals you a little bit more. For the secondary tree, I did green because I want to live through these abilities. I did conditioning because in the late game, you just want some additional resistances. And then I did overgrowth because I want more health, all the health. Let me know if this is wrong and I can correct it. However, it is what it is. That's how I built them. For his items, I went the Spear of Safety because I want to live through combat. I then always rushed Rylai's because that's kind of what I've seen people do. You get the slow, you get the damage. It seems to be a really good item on them. If they're heavy AP and I need some additional resistances, I then would take Spirit Massage. Oh yeah, and then I also got Sorcerer's Shoes. The boots, baby. At some points, I would pick up Leandre's. Maybe I took it before the Spirit Massage. Maybe that's incorrect. It doesn't really matter at this point because that's what I bought anyway. And then last up, I kind of wanted to go for the Jock Show for additional resistances and fights so that I could stay there as long as possible. Now let me know in the comments if this is wrong, or if I'm dumb, or if I'm right. Who knows? It could be anything. I am not the Swain expert. However, this is how I played Swain, and it tended to work out pretty well. Looking at his general win rate, it seems to hover around 47% win rate, and I had a 63% win rate, so haha, I'm better. But as I was going, I was still chasing that high. I really needed to keep going until I was able to get one of those games where I'm just like, man, I am truly satisfied with my performance. I did well, and that's the one that I was finally able to get to. Now, I started off rushing to the bush because I want to get my E, and like I said before, when you start off aggressive, you pay the price. So I go in, take a lot of damage, get stunned, and then I have to flash away. And then I take the smart move and decide to back because I want to come back with full HP. We are back in lane. We're dealing a good bit of damage. However, we're really just fishing for that E. So we go in, hit the Bard, get the assist, and then the Ezreal E's in. That's his problem. I throw the W to get a little bit of distance between us, and then I get my last auto attack. We're starting. It's starting. And then, like I said, I pay for it dearly by stepping forward because they get a gank, and there's no way that I can get past them because I still don't have flat. Honestly, I'm just spending the entire time fishing as much as I can. I do get the E, and then we are able to kill the Ezreal. The Bard stays for whatever reason. I throw out that E again, and boom, got him. He's donezo, dead. Nothing more he can do. I win. I am the Swain. Their Teemos comes down. I throw down the exhaust, get the stun, get the pull, get more health for myself, and then we just kind of auto attack him until he dies. Will he get the kill? No, he doesn't, because I am a god. We 100% accidentally steal this kill. We threw down the W to hopefully like stop him and maybe do something, and then we just got the kill, so whatever, I'll take it. Our Fiddlesticks comes back down for a gank. We get the pull on the Bard, and then we just let the MF take that kill. We then take the tower. Me, Swain! Now this is where it really starts to amp up. Now after the Teemo came down for a gank, their Bard is going hardcore. He really wants those kills. We get the stun, we get the pull, and he's able to get the stun on both of us. Lucky for us, I'm in the bush. I activate my ult and get the kill on that Teemo. We get the assist because of the Fiddlesticks, and baby, I'm still alive. We head up to the mid lane. We don't really do too much, however, we are able to get 2 assists because the Fiddlestick is an absolute baller. For some reason, our MF decides not to rotate up. That's fine, I'm just going to stick with the Vlad in the mid lane. So I get the Bard, pull it in, activate my ult, and now we are going in on the Rise, and the Bard kills his Rise by ulting. He is dead because of this. He is dead because of that. Then we turn on the Teemo, get the Teemo, and that's a nice kill for us. Now it's time to figure out who could win, the mid Rise or the support Swain. And you know, since it's my video, you know who's gonna win this duel. It's me, baby. I didn't even need that Vlad's help. Their Jax comes in, flashes in on us, and we're able to get away. We pull him away from that fight, and that's really all we can do. We are pretty low on health, so we're just gonna sit back, throw out some abilities, except we grew a pair, activated our ult, and said, screw it, we're going back in. The Ezreal jumps back out because he's a little sissy boy, and then we go in on the Jax, throwing out our abilities, draining them for as much as we can, and we are able to get a... Oh, so close. Our Jax is really dumb, and he comes back in after that, and then he dies for it, and then we get an assist. We get assist for, I don't know. I honestly don't see that we did anything, and that's it. We did it! We won the game! We have finally learned to do Swain well, and we did well in a game. Now, all this time, I thought I was bad at Swain, but really, it's just that he required more practice than I assumed he did, because he looks like a pretty straightforward champion. However, I needed a little bit of time. Maybe he's easy for somebody, but he was not easy for me. I always do bad with Swain, so maybe, just maybe, it was me. However, that couldn't possibly be, because I'm the best League of Legends player of all time. Check out this video here and watch me be the best League of Legends player of all time with my Moo. Or I guess you can also check out the Cinder. However, no one liked that video, so I'm not even going to put it up. Talk to you later!